Field in the Soto District of Seattle. Tonight, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC West. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
Your 2026 Seattle Seahawks. Jason Myers.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to 23-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Rams first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Room to run inside the 40. The defense saves the touchdown, but a terrific run. It'll be 1st and goal inside the 10. What a run by Williams. Pickup of 46 yards.
1st and goal.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Stafford now on 2nd down. That one taken in. Touchdown, Rams. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL, and Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
Automatic 1st down.
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
What a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Rams offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. To throw is Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 2.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the
Remember, he
47-yard
had the
line.
touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
It's a gain of 17
Really nice explosive
yards.
play there on the
First
ground.
down,
And
Los
tell you what,
Angeles.
for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from
He's
it.
brought down back at the 40-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football. And they are facing a second and long. The motion man is Nakua. Second down, it's Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Third and long. Here's Stafford. That's caught by Puka. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. We'll bring up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the score remains tied at 7.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll go play action with Darnold. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Puna 4 in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing, Darnold out wide. It's a screen to cut. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, It's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everything.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
So after being unable to pick up the first down on third down, now they have a decision to make. And, Mike, I think we're seeing this play out all across the league. When you cross midfield, you really enter four-down territory. I think this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the field position, maintain possession, and see if you can get a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
11 more yards.
That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
First and 10.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Here's Darnold again. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Rams come up with the recovery.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Rams offense headed back to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Kobe Parkinson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That is a big play for L.A. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, we could be in for a long day.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, L.A.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
It is second and 9. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up first and goal.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Now Stafford. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The kicking team off for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Seahawks 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Taking off. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 47-yard line.
First and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Now Seattle to use the final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Darnold to throw again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within 4 at 14-10.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Jared first gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
3rd down and 9. Here's Darnold. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Rams offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They go play action with Stafford. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Man in motion is Smith. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. Jaron Reed gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
And it might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Try the jet sweep here. Let's see what they can get. And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up 4th down.
Interesting. You don't see a lot of jet sweeps on 3rd down. It seems to be more of like a 1st and 2nd down call because it kind of goes with more of the under center run game and play action game. So they go to it on 3rd down. Really nice job there by the defense. Non-traditional play call. Good discipline. They're able to bring up 4th down.
This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Darnold to throw. Into the hands of his tight end, Barner. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Just past midfield.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On play action, here's Darnold. He'll complete it to Barner. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He's got the Alabama product, Robbie Oots. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
We're not real accustomed to seeing these sort of plays out of this guy. He's more of the dirty work, kind of behind-the-scenes role player, but tell you what, he keeps coming through for this offense, and he's going to find himself with a couple more touches.
Darnold to the air once more. Rolling right. And he'll take this one in. Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Seahawks. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. It's up and through. And the Seahawks move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, this is Blake Corum. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Off play action. It's Stafford. Pass is caught left side. That's Parkinson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That one good for 29.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So incomplete pass.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
Throwing again is Stafford. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
1st down. 1st and goal, Rams.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and They got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. The motion man is Nakua. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. Now, Darnold. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. It's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Reek Woolen that time. Good coverage, and he breaks it up.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
Toward the sideline and taken in by Adams. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, That's when disaster strikes. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Stafford to throw again. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Again, it's Stafford. Open man, that's Adams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the fourth. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Here's Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Back to throw is Stafford. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Stafford now on 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got him. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now Seattle will use the final timeout. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. Now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
A lot riding on this play. High game, final minute, 3rd down. He'll try to run it with Williams. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. So on is the kicker, Harrison Mevis, in a big spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
just 1 second. All that remains in the football game as the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go.
Seahawks
It'll
take
go
over
through the end
first
zone.
and 10.
It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.